So, yeah. Have a little hover vessel with your drill. Alright guys, so welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I thought I'd bring you back, actually pretty early here. It's only been just a little while, in fact, since I left you in the last episode. Do we need to adjust? We're pretty damn straight. So yeah, I went ahead and just built one of the big drills and plopped it on the front of the swamp cruiser here to do, you know, the majority of the drilling. So let's see here. Let me get out a little further this way with my camera. So we're going to want to go probably maybe say this far-ish. Kind of hard to say for sure. Yeah, let's go here, and then if... yeah, let's go a little further, actually, because we do have the antenna, or whatever that thing is in the front sticking out. So we'll maybe go this far. Okay, and then we're going to turn. No, don't get out of level here. Make sure we're heading due north. There, that's good. Okay. Now this we're gonna... I don't think... yeah, I can't pop up above the ground here, so this we're gonna have to kind of just guess on, I guess. Come on, man, what the hell? There we go. Okay, so we have a hole up above. Tell you what, let's do. Let's get out of fixed drill mode. And let's just hop out for a second and take a look and see where we're at. Okay, we want to come to about here-ish. So let's do this. Oh man, we were just about where we needed to be, huh? Really close. Actually, you know what would be better, now that I think about it, is let's go back out and we'll actually come through down the other side. I ended up having to park the capital vessel up against the building there, so I could climb up on the roof to get the stingray off. And we had another attack come into it. Was a Xerax troop transport, but my base rockets took them out, so they didn't get anywhere. All right, let's just turn about that way. Okay, that's pretty straight there. Now, if I start the drill here, let's get into fixed drill mode, and let's make sure we're pretty low down. Yeah, that does trim the sides of that, which is fine. I can fill that in with blocks if I need to. Are we level? Not quite. Alright. We can use the flattener tool to perfect everything. We are over a little too far, aren't we? That just got us. You know what? Screw it. Let's just go with this. Not a big deal if it's a little too much. Looks like we could stand to go just a little bit lower, too. There we go. That's good. Yeah, if we can get, you know, 95% of it done with this, then we'll only have just a little bit of touch-up work to do with the hand drill. Okay, so let's do this before we go any further. What I want to do is... Yeah, see, I was afraid of that. Damn it. How do we get rid of that shit? Can we... Looking to see if I have a tent. I do. All right, let's grab this. Ah, look at that. Awesome. And you guys thought this was just for sleeping in. It's a freaking lawnmower. The damn fine lawnmower is what it is. We want to go to base. Let's actually put it on our own toolbar. Beautiful. Yeah, that we can probably get with the drill. So yeah, before I do any more drilling, let's drilling with the hovercraft drill is what I mean. Let's grab this, and we're right about here-ish. Oh, that's not going to take that off. Okay. There we go. Now we should be able to squirt it up here, though. How far down does that go? That goes all the way over here, so we just kind of come along, you know, and I don't care if I divot the ground a little bit because it's all getting dug out anyway. All right. So yeah, guys, I'm just going to keep working on boring this out, and I will bring you back later when we are more or less finished with it. Just going to kind of point the drill up in the air and walk this way to get all the stuff off the top out of the way. And yeah, anyway, I'll bring you back when we're about done with this. All right, guys, I'm back and just about finished here. We carved everything out with the big drill, and then just kind of been running over it with the flattener here and getting it smoothed out as best as possible. And as soon as we're done with the smoothing, we're going to pull the ship forward and actually land it properly here. So just kind of smoothing out these last little bumps and divots. But it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Looks like we might have... sometimes it's hard to tell, you know, if it's flat or if it's just the lighting. Or if it's not flat, rather, or if it's just the lighting. But I think this is good enough. I mean, I think it should work. I went ahead and filled that all in with the filler tool. Didn't really do anything over there, but I don't think we need to. I just didn't like the gap underneath the solar farm is all. Okay, let's hop on up into the small vessel here. Our small vessel. Capital vessel. And pull her forward and get her landed proper. And then the next order of business here is we've got to figure out where we're going to put the modifications, because this is not an easy ship to add stuff too by virtue of the fact that it's I mentioned this earlier. It's just there's not a lot of room to put stuff on this ship. It's pretty tight. Let's move this way a little bit. Look at that. It fits in there quite nicely. Beautiful. Okay. Maybe move her back just a little. That's good. I'd like the ramp to come down onto the patio there if it can. It's not a big deal if it doesn't, though. All right, let's kill the power. Or not the power, the thrusters. Okay, so let's see here. I guess the first order of business is we need to assign an input and output to you. Can we do that by using the base? Doesn't look like we can. Okay, so we're gonna have to move stuff over to the ship for making things in the advanced constructor. In fact, the advanced constructor on this ship might end up being our main constructor moving forward for a while anyway, until I can afford to upgrade the one that's in the base. So I guess what we need to do then is connect. Let's connect to the base on this side. And why am I taking radiation? Is it actually coming through there? That's not shielding that. Interesting. Are these glass pieces not airtight? I would think they would be. Let's look at something here real quick. I wonder if it's coming up through from down there. What is that? Oh, that's a generator. Okay, that's what the problem is. You know, one of the things I don't like about the design of this ship is that it's instead of, you know, a large like T1 generator, there's a whole bunch of small generators, and I might redo that completely. I might take every single small generator out of here and put in one, you know, maybe one T1 generator, or maybe two. See, it's got a bunch of small gennies. So that's something we're going to have to look at. And this isn't working well either, because of the fact of the radiation. I don't like that. So we're going to have to rethink that too. We could move the ventilator over to there and put the medical bay here, because this is airtight. Maybe that's how we fix that issue. Okay, well, anyway, let's lots of work to do. So let's go ahead and transfer some stuff. The first thing we want to make is we want to make the T3 extension. And didn't I unlock that? Where are we at? Where are we at? Alright, so why is that showing? Oh, was I on the wrong filter? Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, I was on the wrong filter. Okay, so steel plate electronics, computer, optical fiber flux coils, large optronic bridges. Well, let's just transfer the core resources in first, and then we'll see what else we're missing after that. So I want this to be on input, and I want this to be on the horizon, and I think it's the ammo controller that's like our main storage. Okay, so we're gonna move the majority of most of this stuff. We don't necessarily need like a bunch of stone in here. We'll get have a little bit in for the, you know, the white gritty stuff. Can't think of what it's called off the top of my head. It's early morning for me now, guys, so I'm like let's put some promethium in there. We'll put most of our copper in here. We'll put all the Sathian plates. We'll put most of the cobalt in. We got some ingots too, but we also have quite a bit of iron there. Let's put all of the power coils. All of the neo, all of the pentaxid. Cobalt. Yeah, let's put all the raw cobalt ore. I guess we can put the gold in. We still have gold ore here too. A little bit more neo. Copper. We have a decent amount of copper ore there, so yeah, let's just put the ingots in. And I guess I'll shift click carbon substrate. That's what I was after earlier. Silicon. We're actually kind of low on silicon, aren't we? Alright, let's put most of this in and all of that, and we might have to go get some silicon. That's going to potentially be a choke point for us. Anything that's a component, I'm just going to squirt over right now because, like I said, we're going to probably be doing most of our constructing from here moving forward. We'll leave a couple of titanium plates. We'll take all the Z and all the E. Most of the carbon substrate. Take all the mag powder and then maybe most of the ore. Don't think we need wood planks for anything. Okay, that's probably good enough for now. And if I end up, missing something in this constructor, I can always, squirt it back over there too. Okay, let's sort this just by item type, so stuff is more or less grouped together. Yeah, okay. Now, we want to go into here and assign this to the ammo controller for both the input and the output for now. Then we can go to here, and now we can make a T3. So that's the first thing we need to do, so we get this thing upgraded. One thing I was curious about, too, is I wonder how much is a Tier 2 shield generator in terms of CPU usage. Let's do this. Let's connect to the Horizon's ore controller. And I'm gonna do what I was talking about earlier. Let's pull the medical bay up, move the ventilator over. And that should seal up the exposure to that small generator for the time being until we decide how we're going to deal with the generators. Okay, there's no radiation here. Oh, there is down there though, but that's because I'm standing on top of the fuel tank. Yeah, this design is a little unusual, but like I said, I mean, space was really tight when I did all this stuff. So I might have to rethink a few things here though, see if we can make this work better. Like, for example, we could potentially set the stations here sideways. The problem I had with this one is I actually had it upside down, but when I used it to respawn back in, it kind of glitched me into the block, so that's why I had to put it right side up. Okay, let's retrieve these two blocks, and we'll go to our thing here, and we'll put these down here. And we're going to put our shield on. Sure is. Yep, let's turn that off. Okay, we'll put that in there, and then we'll just, for the moment, stick this back down in here until we come up with a better solution. Do I have a paint gun with me? Mountain base overflow, probably? Overflow 2, probably? Yeah. Right there. I want that on my own toolbar. No, for goodness sakes. Alright, here. Let's go player. Then we can put the drill in here. We're going to have to repair that thing pretty quick. All right, so I had this. This was like red, I guess. I think it was that kind of red. I don't remember. Did that I have that colored or not? Yeah, let's just make it blue. What the hell? Okay. So that fixes the radiation problem. Never mind, it doesn't fix the radiation problem. Why the hell not? That's an airtight block. What else would be giving us radiation? These blocks should also be airtight. I'm confused. Here, let's pull this up for a minute and just look at it. That's an armored window. Let's go back to here. Airtight, true. So why in the hell am I still getting radiation? We need a, you know how we got the thing where we can see the oxygen blocks, airtight blocks? We need the same kind of thing for showing radiation too. Looks like I made those black. Did I screw up my black? I think I did. Let's go back to preset default 1. There we go. What? There we go. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm not exactly sure why I'm still getting radiation in this particular spot. Because it shows everything is airtight. Except for in here, you know, there's an exposure here, but that should not be giving me radiation all the way over here. And besides, you know, when I stand even closer to this gap, the radiation goes away. So whatever it is, it's in that corner. Well, I can only conclude that it's coming from the warp drive because I just don't understand where else it would be coming from. What if we stand all the way in this corner? Could it be that the radiation can bleed through one block's thickness? Is that what it is? Ventilators have to be airtight. I think they do. Do they? Let's check that. If we go to here... Where's that ventilator at? I think it's... Is the ventilator a miscellaneous item? It is. Airtight, true. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on with that. I'm a little confused with that, but we'll just keep working with it. Maybe it'll become clear to me later what's causing it. All right, so let's see. Is our T3 guy done yet? Looks like he's still working on it. Takes a while. Those things take a long time. Okay, so this thing's going to be kind of a pain in the ass to work on in Atmo. I'm a little nervous taking it up into orbit and working on it there because, you know, because of the whatchamacallit ship. What's it called? Destroyer ship. Yeah, my brain's not working, so give me a break. It's early morning. One of the more pressing issues that we have, of course, is we can't actually fit the Stingray in here because I made the wings longer. Oh, we need food. The garden is finally working again. It's just not completely in sync. It's close to being in sync. I just picked the other parts of this right before I started the video. So probably about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. And then, oh gosh, dang it. That's all. What the hell did I do with it? It's going to be in here. Base fridge. There we go. Okay, we should be able to start another round of rations. We'll just queue up 10 of those, and then if there's stuff left over after that, we'll just make some ratatouille. If there's stuff left over after that, we'll make some canned veggies. Okay. And I think, what do I have left in here? I've got some meat, or some steak. I'd like to keep that steak for topping off, though. So we're probably going to go ahead and have to eat one of our rations, which is fine. I mean, that's what they're there for, right? So we'll eat one of those, and then we'll top it off with this. Oh, you know what? The other thing I should have done, darn it. I always forget to do this. Oh, no, I didn't forget to do this. Okay, I do have the light armor on. Yeah, I've got to wear at least the light armor and with an insulation boost, which doesn't affect my food consumption, the boost itself. Just because it's pretty cold on top of this mountain, and if I don't wear it, I get cold, so which will affect our food. Well, we better clear our body radiation too. We have 4 points of body radiation. Okay, I gotta think about how I want to do this. This ship would be so much easier to work on in space. Just because then we can, you know, we can fly around and stuff. But one of the first things I'd like to do, like I mentioned, is see if we can remove all of these small generators and replace them with one big one. If we can find a place to fit that one big generator. This is our little hovercraft bay. And it's designed to work with my my camo miner, which we probably should start thinking about spawning in now that we have a capital vessel to haul it around with. Let's actually look at that. I don't know, can we afford the deluxe version now? Do we... Here, let's send this to the factory. Yeah. Oh, we can. All we need is some sathium ingots. The green is what I have. This is what it requires. Oh, nice. Okay. We might as well get that, bring that in. We're going to need it anyway. We might as well bring that in right now. I'm not going to worry about trying to do whole blocks to cut down the time. It's not going to take that long anyway. I mean, we won't even be done working on the capital vessel before this thing pops in. Okay, so let's do this. Let's connect to the base output. I think that said we just needed 100, right? Yeah, just 100. Boom. Yeah, it's only going to take a little over an hour, and so yeah, let's just get it cooking up. Ah, that's nice. It's always nice when you have everything you need, or 99% of everything you need already in the factory for the next thing you want to build. Love it. Of course, all that stuff is going to be taken away from going towards the Jade Jet and the Blacklight, but that's okay. I mean, the thing about the capital vessel is now that we have it and we can haul a mining vessel around, we're going to be able to significantly increase the quantity of ore that we can bring in. And we can also put, I already have a tool turret for the HV right here that we looted, and that will help salvage more quickly as well. Okay, so I was going to look at engines. Let's go into here, and let's go to capital vessel. So the large generator has an output of 25,000 power units. The small generator has an output of 2,500. So 10 of these is equivalent in terms of power output. 10 of these is equivalent, excuse me, equivalent to 1 of these. How many of those do I have on the ship right now? So see, we already have, you know, we already have, if I remove all of these and put one T1 generator, it's an even trade. But I'm removing all of these and making more space in the process. These use 312 CPU. So basically, we're looking at 3,120 CPU in total. Versus, let's see here. Where did it go? Oh, here. 3,125. So yeah, it's pretty much just an even trade, but here again, we free up a lot of space because this only takes up basically three blocks, whereas this is taking up a total of 20 blocks because it's a 2x1x1. So I think that's probably one of the first things we need to do is change those out. Now, this ship also, if I remember right, it was spiking the generators a little bit the last time I used it, so we might still need to keep well, we either need to keep maybe 1 or 2 of the small Jennies, or we just bite the bullet and put 2 T1s in, and then, you know, we're good on power for probably ever in this ship. The thing that makes this a little tricky, though, is that the Jennies are all kind of spread all over the ship. They're not all just together in one place. Should we risk trying to do this in orbit? Oh, geez. You know, the advantage is doing it in orbit is I can move about freely. The disadvantage is, number one, the destroyer could harass us. Though if we stick really close to the planet's atmosphere, I mean, I don't know if that'll matter or not. He probably could come right up to us. That's a problem. You know, plus, you know, we're going to have, you know, to eat and all that frequently because we'll be in our, well, we could stay in our light armor with an EVA boost and we'd be fine in that regard. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Let's see where these are all located. We'll start with that. I can't, like, show the whole group on the HUD. No. Okay, so... yeah, there they are. Those are like really exposed down there too, aren't they? Let's look at those first. So yeah, guys, this is obviously a building episode. We won't be getting into any action in this particular episode. And you know, let me know in the comments too. It's going to take me a while to get this ship ready to go. We got to upgrade it to T3. I want to change out the engines. We got to get the, you know, the bay fixed so we can get the Stingray in there. So we're gonna have to figure that out. And that's going to take a while. So, you know, I don't know if you guys want me to do a bunch of back-to-back building videos. But I don't, you know, I want to get this done so that we can actually start using it to do the things that we need to do. So just let me know in the comments, you know, what you think about that. If you want me to do all of that on camera, or just, you know, do most of it off camera with some updates, or none of it on camera. So yeah, just let me know in the comments how you guys, you know, feel, and then based upon the majority of the comments I get back, we'll decide how to do things. If I end up not doing any of it on camera, I might still, you know, film some of it and put it in my building series playlist. So, yeah, just let me know in the comments what you think about that. Okay, one thing I am seeing here that we could do is, you know, the ship kind of has this overall shape where it starts to kind of taper up here and then still sticks out here. We could potentially bring this front end out further and gain, you know, quite a bit of space in here. So that's a thought that just occurred to me. But we could take these jennies out here. So let's actually do that now. Excuse me. I'm gonna... Which one of my storages has the most room? That's at 10,000. Overflow 2 is at 14,000. Yeah, we need to go sell some stuff. Looks like output, the one I'm currently connected to, actually has the most room at the moment. So, another thing we could do, man, I'm gonna say we could just put a couple of cargo boxes down temporarily outside. Well, they don't even really need to be outside if I have room for them in here. I just wouldn't want them to get shot up when the Xerax comes along. Yeah, well, let's just use the output pin for now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build a couple of... Well, let's build one T1 engine first. And is that something I need to learn? I bet you I do. Maybe I do. Let's see. Nope, I already know it. Okay. So, I think this would be massive overkill for this ship. So, not the T2, but what I want to do is, ultimately, I want to have 2 T1 engines on this ship, and then we should be fine. So, let's go back to... Where the hell were we at? We were in the constructor. Let's go back to here and queue up 2 T1 jennies. Okay. And we're going to start this process by removing these generators. And actually, well, yeah, I think we're going to need to remove this piping, as cool as it looks. And yeah, let's get that out of the way. And all of this that's open down here, I'm probably going to, you know, completely enclose it. I know that's kind of part of the design of the ship, but it does leave some things exposed. We might leave this in place for the moment. We'll just see how things fit once we have those 2 larger generators. But, you know, most of this ship is the original design of it. I just tweaked it enough to get, you know, get the shield generator and a couple other things. Speaking of which, if we upgrade this, what do we need? No upgrade exists or must be unlocked in tech tree first. Okay, let's go here. Polarized hull shield. So this uses 33,100 CPU. This uses 18,100. 33,000. Holy shit. Okay, what's the T3 give us? T3 extension give us? Doesn't tell us how much it gives. Oh, actually here, we're looking in the wrong place. We just need to look in here. Okay, so we have a 1.5 million CPU with tier 3, so we still might be able to do that. I'll tell you what though, upgrading this to T2 will be one of the last things we'll do, because we'll have to see how much CPU we have after I'm finished doing everything else that I want to do. So that'll be the plan with that. Okay, so let's grab this large Jenny. I want to actually connect to this bin too for the moment. And yeah, see, we can fit that right in there, and we can fit the other one right next to it. I don't like having the generators like in such an exposed position, but we're like I said, we're going to cover the whole thing up. We're not going to have any gaps. So yeah, let's just put it right there. What the hell? Let's do it. And we'll put the other one right next to it. How about if let's color this orange. Let's color this yellowish. Just for the hell of it. Actually, I want that to be yellow too. Maybe we'll make that more yellow. No, let's make it black. Okay. So it looks like he's still working on that. Oh, you know, this is a 2 by 1 by 1, so we got to find a spot for that too, of course. You know, one thing we could do... Nah, never mind. Never mind. Now, do we have 2 of these small Jennies that are right next to each other? Because that could potentially be the place we could put our extender. That's the thing, though. I don't know that there is. Those don't look like they're right next to each other. Just finished. Okay, cool. So that takes care of the generators, and then, like I said, I'm going to cover all of this up with blocks, and probably even combat steel blocks, to give them really good protection. Alright guys, well, we are out of time here, so... Another thing I might end up doing is spawning this in to creative mode and just kind of playing around with it in creative mode to get the general idea of what I want to do with it. But I'll do all the work in survival, just because most of the time I like to do this stuff in survival, just because I think it's part of the survival game itself. But I do use creative mode, you know, kind of as a drawing board, so to speak. So I might spawn this into creative mode just to kind of look at it and get a better idea of where stuff is and how I can potentially move things around. But here again, I'll do all that in survival mode. Let's save this as... we're going to call this version 2.0A. The finished... Oh, I guess I'm out of characters. Okay, let's just call it 2A for now. So the iterations I'll save as 2A, 2B, 2C, but then the final product I'll save as 2.0. Okay, so let's save that. And that's just a, you know, temporary save anyways, not something for the workshop until it's done. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share out the video, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.